This is it. Welcome to Behind the Scenes with the OGs. Got Goldee and DJ Hard.
Stand up and give him a round of applause. Emil Akalaste.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. I'm the type of guy who likes to sit in the background and work that way. It's just how I roll, and it's just easier for me. But I know how to connect the dots, and I know the integrity of people, and I have a strong group. They're very passionate about the work that you're doing here in Ghana. I have a great team with me, and they come back every year to find ways that we can bring more resources, create an attention of what we're doing here and how we can literally take Ghana to the moon, which is our theme this year. So in taking Ghana to the moon, I'd like to introduce a great builder, developer, financial real estate guru, Mr. John Bay. Please meet us to the front. I'm sorry, Mr. John Hardy Bay, to be exact. Mr. John Hardy Bay. Hello, Ghana. Hello, Ghana.
Welcome to Behind the Scenes with the OG. This is DJ Hard, your host for today. I imagine that Goldee going to be checking in pretty soon. But today we have a special guest to enlighten us on some of the activities that's going on in America that we don't normally hear. Well, this one is not only in America, y'all. you know I'll be talking about reparations. But reparation is only part of the solution, all right? So here's a brother that made a trip all the way over to Africa. So let me introduce you to Mr. Hardy Bay III, my son. And, before I get too deep in the show, I want to say something to my son, and I want to say something to the other fathers out there that I was an absentee dad. So I want to apologize to my son that I wasn't there and couldn't do a lot of things that's normal for a father to do. But it seemed like everything came out all right. Yeah, maybe because of his mother. Sometimes you got to look at it like, man, the world comes in all shapes and sizes, good, bad, and ugly. But sometimes, through it all, boy, I'm telling you, the parents be looking out. So I'm telling you, all absentee dads, to think about it this way. When you start being a parent, how long do that last? The only answer I got is the rest of your life. The rest of his life or her life. That's how long it lasts. So I want to talk about Ghana to the moon today, but I got a guy that made a trip over to Ghana, and I'm going to let him speak right now and take over the floor. Mr. Hardy Bay, come on with it.
Well, thank you, DJ Hard. Thank you for having me on your show. You know what I'm saying? AKA Pops. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you did all right, Pops. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you gave me my genetics. You gave me life. You know what I'm saying? Just like my mother. And, even though you weren't there, you did the best you can. And, at the end of the day, I turned out all right. And I'm here, man. I'm here with y'all today. So I want to thank you because no matter what, our relationship is strong. Like we never left off. You see what I'm saying? So that's how it's supposed to be at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, because, we're all well, some of y'all parents, I'm a parent now, so I'm gonna make mistakes, just like my parents made mistakes. But that's the part of parenting, you know. But the key thing is that you're still here to be able to correct your mistakes, or at least be able to share with a person the mistakes you made and why you made them. And then you can't go back and change it, but you can always move forward. You see, and that's what we do, Pops. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't have never known that if you wouldn't have never told them. You see what I'm saying? So that's, that's also the blessing from you, you know what I'm saying, in my lineage. So I want to thank you for that. And thank you for having me on your show.
I'm OG. I am the grandpop that rock. So let's get on back and get on up to Ghana to the moon. Tell me about it, man. What's your experience over there?
Man, I'm telling you, man, DJ Hard, I have one of the greatest experiences. I'm kind of like, I've been all around the world, man, and I had not been here. A lot of our problems, we skip the motherland. Everybody goes to Thailand, they going to the Philippines, we go to Mexico, we go to all these places. We skip right over Africa. We go to Dubai, we fly right over the motherland. And I'm just kind of kicking myself in the butt that I didn't go earlier. You know what I'm saying? Because the motherland was great. When I say great, if I didn't have a girl, a kid, you know what I'm saying, I probably wouldn't have came back. I'm just being real y'all. You know what I'm saying? It was that good before, brother.
And they change again. And so you never get nowhere. Stay persistent within your path. Period. That is very, very, very important to have focus. Now, I'm speaking from a 41-year-old today on this focusedness. Now, when I was 27, 28, 29, 30, I didn't have this focus. I was doing 10 businesses at one time. Stressed out. Here, there, on this plane, that plane, all around the world. You see? And I thought that was the way. You got to hustle, hustle, hustle. Until I found that one niche that gets me up every morning. I can do this. And I just love doing it. And then when I learned that don't do it for money, do it for passion, it takes you so much further in life. And that's where I stand in front of you today, ladies and gentlemen, to share this with you. Now, I know I got the suit on. I don't really wear suits. I want to share that with y'all. So I come from a hard walk of life, and that's why I want to share that with you guys. I never went to high school. I have a 7th grade education. We'll say that again, 7th grade education. But I'm standing in front of you folks here today because it's not about the form of your education if you're going to be a talk man. See, I'm a learn man. I'm not a talk man, you see? Because when you just talk, you're just regurgitating what somebody taught you. You don't know why you're doing it. You're just doing it because they told you to do it. Most of us even got traditions that we do because we were raised in them. We don't even know why. No one stops to question and say, why the hell am I doing this? You see? And then you look and you end up in the same path. If I look at my uncle and my dad, and if they didn't do anything in life, I'm following the same thing because I'm following the same path of what they did. I've never stopped and questioned the things in life. And so that is very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. Question everything you have learned. Everything you have learned, question. And know for thyself. I stand on that. Everything I speak up here today, I can stand on it. I know it to be a fact. I don't know if somebody told me it. I know it to be a fact. Just like I'm going to tell you guys, you go doing your own due diligence. You do your own research at all costs. We're here as the messengers giving you information. It's your job to go out there and do the research, the due diligence, because you want to be about what you know, not about what you heard.
All right. So we got a special guest here, Mr. Hardy Bay, and we're getting ready to be a little bit more informed on what went on in Ghana with Ghana to the Moon. Hardy Bay?
For sure, for sure. You know, hey, I'm here for you, baby. I'm here to give you all the game, man. I'm gonna pass the game like a hot potato. I ain't gonna hold it. You feel me? So, you know, once again, you know, talking to Steph about Ghana, I think when we were, you know, the last segment, you know, we left off at, you know, we were just talking about, you know, the economy and what's going on in Ghana with the economy. And I was explaining them a lot of things that we have to do. You know, we got a lot of work, but Ghana is like an open canvas. Like if you're a painter, you have just a fresh canvas to start with. It's like the gold rush in the 1900s, and everybody fled to California to the gold rush, and we blew the whole West Coast up. That's how I look at Ghana. It's a clean slate. It's all up to us, you know, and they looking for us to bring our talents back and bring the game to them. Because like I was sharing with you is that sometimes we get it misconstrued because they've been there all them lives. But we got to remember, every part of our Africa had been conquered by Europeans. There's only two places in Africa that never been conquered by Europeans, and that's Ethiopia and Liberia. Liberia, because that was kind of like America's first colony, because America's a young country. So, you know, they was just enslaved in their own land. So they looking for us to come back with our knowledge, our talents, and come back and take Ghana to the moon, because I feel like Ghana can be the first African country to go to the moon.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Now, are we Americans Black welcome? How do they, you know what I'm saying, accept us? Because the reason I'm asking that question is because when the Africans come over here, they attitude, they like look down on us. They act as if they, you know what I'm saying, better than us. They hate on us. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if it's maybe because the property that exists for them over there, and then when they come over here, they see that we're, you know what I'm saying, our way of life is better. You know, so they don't have the property that they have. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it causes them to have that attitude, or if it's that when they come over here, I mean, they have so much fear over there at a white man that they come over here with that same fear and want to buck them.
Now, Goldee, that's a great question. I really like that question that you posed that question. So it's kind of like a 2 or 3 part question. So let me address the first part, right? You say, well, how do they treat us? How do they respond? First of all, we know Africa is made up of many countries. So, you know, Nigerians are different. Ethiopians are different. Liberians are different. Zimbabweans are different. So you got so many different personalities also. You see what I'm saying? And so, you know, and I'm going to speak on, because we live in America. So in being in America, LA, you in LA, Pops, you in Shreveport. I'm in Houston by way of Nevada, right? But, you know, we all from LA, so we're from an international city. So majority of the Africans that we come in contact with are Ethiopians, Nigerians, and Liberians. You see what I'm saying? Some Ghanaians, but the mainly ones we run into is the Nigerians. So the Nigerians be really with the mess, right? You know, they're the ones who kind of look at us at a different angle. Now, I'm not going to say that for the Liberians, because I've been to Liberia too. I've been boots on the ground in Liberia. I've been boots on the ground in Ghana. I have not been boots in the ground in Nigeria, but I know a lot of Nigerians. Now, to answer your question is that they treated me great. They're looking for us to come back. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So now, and I'm speaking on one country right now at a time. I'm speaking on Ghana, because Kwame was the first president of Ghana. He brought Americans there. You see what I'm saying? There is a lot of prominent Americans who live there and been living there since the 60s. You see what I'm saying? That's what he was all about, getting us to come back to our motherland and our roots. When he became the president, when they got their independence, that's what he pushed for. And that got kind of pushed to the wayside a little bit. You see what I'm saying? They got caught up and destroyed it, because the goal is for them to keep us away from the motherland. Because when I hear that and say, well, damn, they don't like us over there. Why they like this? And then I see all these white people roaming and having it their way. So white people can go there, but we can't go there, right? We look just like, right? So there's a disconnect. Now, when they come here, they do click up because we are a different culture. Another thing are America, we're a violent culture. In Ghana, them people, when I tell them how America is, I'm like, it ain't all caked up what y'all think it to be. It's violent. Nobody knows nobody got shot in Ghana. Nobody should get shot in Ghana. You see what I'm saying? They looking like shooting people, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. So it's a culture difference. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Also. And then also how they look is that, damn, y'all been here all this time and y'all ain't doing shit with the time y'all doing, because we do squander, because we've been
Wait, they talking about us? They speaking
us.
on
us in America.
Wait.
Us in America.
All right, now
right.
I listened to the presentation. Now, one speaker at Ghana to the Moon conference, was speaking on that issue.